Shot calling is a very important drill if you're going to be using the pistol in any manner, whether it be a self-defense, law enforcement, or a competition setting. Having the ability to know if rounds were good or bad downrange on target is invaluable. So what is shot calling in general? Shot calling in general is the ability to know whether through input of the gun or output of the gun, if a shot was deemed on target or off target, or within the desired target zone or not within the desired target zone, okay? So that's kind of relative, so let's break it down. Input to the gun. Input to the gun, meaning what am I doing to the gun? Meaning when I pulled the trigger, did my grip kind of tense up? Was I not looking in the right spot? Was my trigger control bad? Did my support hand go lax? If any of those things are off, that probably means, hey, the bullet probably didn't go where I intended it to. Output, meaning I'm reading the sights of the target, or the sights of the gun. This is where I think a red dot is so much more valuable to you than iron sights because of the ability to read what it does after the shot. If I see my sights are on target, I say, oh, that's a good trigger press, a good grip as I'm shooting, and the dot lifts up from a weird position, I'm kind of being like, okay, that probably didn't go where I wanted it to. And with irons, you're kind of guessing. You can still learn this application with iron sights. I think it's personally harder to do. With a dot though, you have that nice little red orb that lifts from position. If it lifts from the center of the target or where exactly you were looking, you're like, hey, that's probably gonna be a good shot. Now, even though I'm getting cognizant of where the dot is moving from, that does not mean I'm looking at the dot. That's a very, very big misconception, that while I'm reading the sights, I'm not staring at the sights. That just creates a whole host of problems when it comes to target transitions, recoil control, finding the dot, anything in general. I still want to have my visual focus be on the target downrange or whatever I'm shooting at, but I still want to be cognizant of what the sights are doing so that I can read them, so that as soon as my sights lift from a weird position, I know, hey, something went wrong, I need to follow up shot immediately. The way in which I like to practice this is I will take an open target and I'll put it down range and I'll go back to 10, 15, 20, 25 yards and I'll just do a simple drill where I'll draw from the holster or from compressed ready, whatever it is, it really doesn't matter. And I'll shoot however many rounds I can remember. Now that is a very, very important key. I do not want to shoot a 10-round string if I'm only going to remember 3 of those shots. So I'm going to keep it kind of lower. I'm going to shoot a 3, 4, maybe I get better at this and I'll shoot a 5 or 6 round drill. But I'm only going to shoot as many rounds as I can remember. I'm then going to have a target with me, or I'm going to write it down or have a buddy, whatever it is, and I'm going to mark down my hits of where I think those shots went. Then I'll go down range and I kind of compare, okay? Now, if you're starting out, the only indication might be good or bad, and that's kind of it, and that's a great starting point. Then it's going to lead to, okay, I think that shot was left or I think that shot was right. Then you're going to keep progressing, you're going to keep training, you're going to keep practicing, and then it's going to be like, okay, I know that was the Alpha Charlie line. I know that was the Charlie Delta line low right. Then you'll be, okay, now I know the reason why those things, okay? And that plays so critical into your practice so that when you actually use the application of using the firearm, you're just such a higher level and you can call those makeup shots and you can actually put accurate rounds downrange in a fast manner. Now this is a great live fire skill, but it's also an invaluable dry fire skill. Because in dry fire, you don't have the accountability of a round downrange saying, was that a good shot or a bad shot? All you have to go on, and what I think you should be able to go on, is just the sights on your gun. That's why I do not recommend laser targets or laser barrel plugs or whatever it is. Like just being able to read the sights is all you need in live fire so that you practice it in dry fire. So in dry fire, if I'm pushing speeds, I'm pushing target transitions, I'm pushing kind of just moving the gun around, being able to know when I pull that trigger, my sights stayed on target or did they yank off target, and calling my sights in the sight pictures is very, very crucial.